Let's talk about Star Wars. I mean, who hasn't lately? Franchise, one of the biggest cultural phenomenons of all time, and it's still generating content today. Everywhere you look, it's just always there. It's like a creeping doubt in the back of your mind. You just can't quite get rid of it.
There's a lot to love about Star Wars. The classic story, the timeless characters, the fantastical escapism into a faraway galaxy. Watching any one of the old movies is enough to bring all those childhood memories rushing right back. Watching any one of the new movies is enough to start screaming debate.
I'm a peacemaker, though. I try my best to discuss the things I love without trampling on anyone else's opinions. So if we're going to talk Star Wars, let's stick to something non-offensive and plastic. My preference? The quirky little knickknacks simply known as bobbleheads. And what better way to start than with the aliens that make up the galaxy? Many of the planets shown in Star Wars media are known for their singular biomes, one of the most common being forested worlds. I'm not so sure about forests myself. Personally find them too isolated. Isolation never does me good. Lets things come back. But in terms of Star Wars, one of the alien characters we can always count on to come back is our resident Wookiee, Chewbacca.
Chewbacca, or Chewie as he's affectionately known, is the co-pilot of famous smuggler and rebel general Han Solo. He's tough and fierce, but also sweet and loyal. And you can bet that this walking carpet is just as good at what he can fight as he is at fixing a starship engine.
Yes, I tried disconnecting the battery and then the engine started smoking. Got any other bright ideas? I don't even know why I keep you around.
As for the figure itself, this is the new version made for The Force Awakens, which was the last batch of figures made in this realistic style. That's why he has this little trademark by his name. They started adding those presumably by demand of Disney. He's standing in a more expressive stance, which also came with this last set of figures. As you'll see, none of the older ones had a stance like this. All of them had their feet locked together. Not all of the alien creatures in Star Wars are as friendly, or as well known. Take, for example, the vicious Tusken Raiders of Tatooine. The Tuskens, or Sand People, are vicious nomads of the Tatooine Desert. They wander the wastelands in clans, attacking farmers and sabotaging colonies, which makes them highly skilled at causing conflicts that advance the plot. This figure is one of my personal favorites from a design standpoint. He's standing fiercely with his gaffy stick clutched in front of him, bandages and bandoliers adorning his rough tunic. There's something about him, though. Those cold, black eyes, the unbridled rage of a monster trapped behind a mask. It's not like the Tuskens were PG characters throughout the films anyway. They did some pretty horrible stuff. That's in their nature, right? That's the brutal singularity of a beast.
When it gets dark, there's a few things I like to do to bring myself back. I try to keep the happy memories out of my head. Can't risk tainting them with darkness. You just gotta look for the little things that bring you back. Favorite food, good book, or maybe even a little music. This is one of the classics of Funko's Star Wars line of bobbleheads. The detail on his hands and face are simply stunning. He's just a charming little thing to look at. This was very special to me. The way he clutches his instrument always reminds me of that classic music. It just brings a smile to my face. Well, thanks for coming along and taking a look at some of the aliens of Star Wars and their plastic representations. There are plenty more I could have covered, but I just wanted to give a quick overview of my personal highlights. So tune back in next time where we'll take a look at one of the more central figures of Star Wars mythology. All I can say is, this is where the fun begins.
A sight for sore eyes to the blind would be your full majestic. It would be